So, I'm Stephanie Isaac. I decided to do this project over Chapter 12, Congruent and Similarity. I wanted to start off by saying that I will be teaching this subject to an elementary school, hence elementary classrooms. So what I would do first is explaining and defining the words. So here I put definitions of the word congruent, similarity, and I could explain these by saying, congruent is the same shape, the same size. Similarity, different size but the same shape. And after defining these words, I would be able to show examples of each, starting with congruent. And here we have an example. Congruent shapes, same shape, same size. Here we have hexagons. You can see here that this hexagon isn't in the same position as the other ones. They're not the same color. They're all in different spots in the page, but they're all the same shape and the same size. Here we have an example of similarity. Same shape, triangle, different color. The color doesn't really matter, but just an example. But they're the different shapes. Next is ways I could teach. So like I said, I would be teaching younger students. So what I thought would be the best option for them would be hands-on activities, such as representing the different shapes with blocks, cutouts, listing those blocks and cutouts to what could be congruent or similar, and pairing them, pairing the different shapes, pairing the same shapes, pairing them to show what is what, and grouping, putting all the shapes that are the same together, all the shapes that are similar together, and creating two different groups. After explaining and working together, I would show this worksheet for them to work on by themselves. Obviously, younger students, they don't work always by themselves, but this was an easy worksheet that I found that I thought was good because, like it says at the top, congruent and similar shapes. It also explains the definition of each word, shows the shapes and what they are, congruent, not congruent, so it's similar. And these questions show what, right here, what you would put for the answer. For example, number 1, both the same shape, both the same size, obviously congruent. Number 3, both the same shape, both the same size, obviously not in the same position, but you can already tell it's congruent. And for similarity, we have number 2 and number 4, which show both that they're the same shape, but obviously not the same size, which obviously that is similarity. And that's one way, a glimpse of how I would teach this subject to elementary school classrooms. Thank you.